want to mention University Kaveh Baruch of Naatzma. I was lucky to be there. I came to the Rebbe Sof Lametes, it's Tov Shimem. But before I go to Tov Shimem, I want to mention one more time that was Shabbos. It was 41 years ago, same Kviyas, Shabbos B'Shalach Yud Shevat. Then the Rebbe did not verbring Motzei Shabbos. So only Shabbos was the verbringing. Erev Shabbos before that, Shabbos Vo'eiro Gimel Shvat, the Rebbe spoke about printing Tanyas. The Rebbe spoke about printing Tanyas in the Lamets, Tov Shelamet Ches, but it was not such a pirsum. Tov Shin Daled Mem, it took a very big hit, and the Rebbe was mishtatef in a $20 bill for every Tanya printed. And they were printing Tanyas a lot. Since then, he became a big student. Today, they have how many Tanyas? In the thousands and thousands, yeah? So there was, after the Rebbe spoke about it, so there was a big Israelus to print a Tanya in Crown Heights. They printed in Vad Avot Siches upstairs, and they managed to have one bound for the Rebbe. There was a Akdosha for all the Teshva Shchuna and the Rav Shimon Dvokin, and Bereishon for the Rebbe, and the Rebbe came into the Fabring in Shabbos with his Siddur with the Tanya. It was very interesting, the Tanya that the Rebbe got. It wasn't a regular, it was very big Tanya. Not big, medium size, but, and the Rebbe came in and put on the table, and guess what? The Fabringen was about Crown Heights. The Rebbe spoke, what's Crown Heights? Crown is Kesser. And Heights is Kesser Shem Tev Oil Al Gabein. The whole entire Sikh about Crown Heights. Imagine. Yud Shevat. The Rebbe was praising about the Tanya. The Rebbe called over Rebbe Zalman Shimon. The Rebbe gave him a l'chaim. The Rebbe was very, very pleased and happy that they were printing a Tanya. And it was written Nitfas Ba'aliyas, 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 because Vala Fotzosich is in the second floor. Ba'aliyas. And this came a year after Nishetz Negeh, the fire Yodua that was Tov Shemem Gimel. The whole place burnt. They had to renovate and everything. This is a separate thing, but the Rebbe spoke about it. So that Shabbos, so there was a mimer, so that's from the only Maimorim. That okay, the Rebbe didn't forbring Motzei Shabbos. You don't have a recording. Any time that the Rebbe said the mimer Shabbos, the Rebbe forbring again Motzei Shabbos. So you have the same mimer with Tosafos. This you don't. I remember Bachazorah. This is something I have to share with you. Bachazorah. So the sage was Rabbi Yoel. The Chayzer was sitting in the middle. To his right was there was Chazokas there also. There was Chazokas. This one was to his right. This one to his left. Remember, I also had a second or third door. I was sitting there with the paper writing it up because I had Chazah in Yeshiva Chazah at home, and by his feet to the right was to his left was Reb David Feldman from Vada Nos Balahak. To his right was Reb Simon Jacobson from Vada Nos Satmimim. And by his feet was sitting Reb Shalom Jacobson. And there was Shabbos, was a lot of Achim. So they gave place for the Achim, was Reb Putefas, Reb David. Different Achim that came. I remember in the middle of the Maimer, this was the 14th Ois, this last year's Maimer. We learned Tov Shalom. And in the middle, Reb Yeris Chazing the Maimer, and then he gets very excited. The Hirshel Shalom! You hear? He talks like he forgot this Chassidim is sitting around and someone recording. This is the Chiddush of this year, not the Chiddush. No, it was a mathemata in Tachlis. And he went on and then immediately got very excited. The hair of the Chiddush. He said, I remember this. Tov Shemem Hey, this is what we learned. This is the second time the Rebbe is speaking about Eist as well. So I want to share with you something. And for sure you saw the Kuntras, yeah? You saw the Kuntras. The Maimer. It was 3 Maimorim. Shabbos, yeah, was Yud Shevat Friday. And Shabbos without Shvat. Again, the Rebbe didn't fabring not Shabbos. But 2 days later, there was a fabringen to Shvat. From time to time, the Rebbe fabring to Shvat. It was very special. This is Kaveh Bochel Atzmoy with the fruits that the Rebbe had. remind me by the end to share with you something, Reb Shmuel, something that happened Shabbos B'Shalach Chamishos B'Shvat Tovshim Mem Zayin. I have to share with you something that it's not printed anywhere, and I don't know why. This is something very special. So remind me this. Tu B'Shvat Tovshim Mem Zayin. Remind me this towards the end. Sakraponim, the Rebbe said a Maimer, Abo Rosh Hashanah. Abo Rosh Hashanah. I think that's how it starts. No, they don't learn to learn. No. Yeah. Yeah. And then the Rebbe went in. Usually the Rebbe doing this. The Rebbe went into the Hemshech of Basel Legani. And then the next Shabbos was the same. It was Shabbos Chai Shvat. And the Rebbe said the Maimeh Vayishma Yisroi, and the Rebbe went into Basel Legani. It was a Hemshech. Those years, a Hemshech was not a regular thing. The Hemshechim stopped in the Chofs. The Lameds, Mems, in the Mems, Hemshechim, that's not the Rogel. It was Yud Shevat and Chamishos B'Shvat and Shabbos Yisroi. But this is not done yet. Shabbos Mishpatim, the Rebbe spoke about it, and Shabbos Tetzaveh. What happened? We're all learning this Maimorim, and we're all getting excited about the Tzimtzum, Shelifna Tzimtzumim, yeah? And the Rebbe is taking us to a different level. And here, the Maskilim, Shebelubavitch, then they were writing questions in Oris. Rabbi Melech Tzvibel, Rabbi Yoel Khan, and the Rebbe was speaking about it. Ad Gdei Kach, that once the Rebbe said, the Alter Rebbe know about this Tzimtzum, he knows it here. Either you heard it Beruach HaKodesh, either you heard it from Moshe Rabbeinu. So stop. Stop to Lachkol. But this is something very special. You know, you're learning Basel Gan Tov Shidal. The first us, yeah? The first us is every year you learn it. It's very hard, yeah? The Shechina, according to all the Rabbeim, it's not easy. When you add all this Pirushim, simplicity, this and that, still, it's you. There's some parts of it that you take in the Kabbalah, sorry, correct? So this is a chesed, according to my humble opinion, this is a chesed that the Rebbe did with us. He shared with us where he's holding in the higher levels, in the shir with us. The house dot is good, akaparim, the Kabbalah soil. And he akotten who I am, but I'm thinking, when did the Rebbe said this? Tovshin Mem Hei. Tovshin Mem Hei is Tovshin Ma. Chochma Koyach Ma. V'anachnu leida Ma. The Rebbe took us to a level of Ma. Those reasons, da matzav Ma. So we have to learn the Maimon. We have to understand how much we could. But then, so this is the Inyan of Tovshin Mem Hei. I remember then, that year, the 30 days from Shabbos Yud Aleph Shvat till Purim, almost 30 days. For the Basel guy didn't stop. Every other Shabbos, Amayim Rasiches, Sigever Freilas, was a koch for 30 days. Said to you, Benegay Tov Shemem. Tov Shemem, I was zoiche to be there. Tov Shemem, the Rebbe celebrated 30 years of Nesius. And that was very special. Ochim came from all over, it was packed. The Shabbos before that, it was a Fabringen. And the Rebbe spoke different siches. The Rebbe spoke about Godel HaMetzuve ve'oise, yoise mimishe eine metzuve ve'oise. Great the one that is being told to do more than one that is not being told to do, and he does. The Rebbe was preparing the Olam, Shlosh Shana. The Rebbe was preparing the whole year, but then, and Yud Shevat was Monday night of Fabringen. Imagine how big was the Olam. That was the first time that they had the bleachers. You call it bleachers, yeah? The first time in Semti they had bleachers. And not everyone was able to go in. They had to do another room to have a camera video from the Fabringen. I remember going to some Semti early afternoon to catch a place. There was a very special person that came to the Fabringen. Who came then? Yud Shevat Tov Shemem. No, that was Tov Shelamed Gimel. Rabbi Yosheber Soloveitchik. He was with the Rebbe in Paris. Rabbi Avraham Yitzchok Shem Tov, so sein Gesuch und Stark, knew that we have to. He did a lot then for Yud Shevat, Shloshim Shana. There was the Lubavitch friends, American Lubavitch friends. It was a big thing then. They all came to the Fabrengen. They had to keep for them places. But he said, yes, for sure there's a lot behind it. I don't know all the details. He got to bring him to the Fabrengen. He was not young then. Tov Shemem, the Rebbe was close to 80 and he was older than the Rebbe.
He went up to the Rebbe. No?
Wait. So they had to bring him. He was, he drove or he flew. It was not Pittsburgh, Chicago. Probably, I don't know, flew. Didn't drive, flew. And he came with one of his Meshamshim Bakoidesh, and they made up that he will stay for the first Sikha, that's it, and he leaves after. Now they got him a place, with the Rebbe sat on the Rebbe's right, in the weekday Fabrengens, the big Fabrengens, there was a Yid by the name Rebbe Ephraim Eliezer HaKoyin Yalis from Philadelphia, the Sambura roof. He was a chassid from Frierdiker Rebbe, later from the Rebbe. He sat on the Rebbe's right. Mamish not far from the Rebbe. You know that, yeah? And they made a place, and on the Rebbe's left, Rabbi Chodakov. So they made between, I think he was on the Rebbe's right and the Rebbe's left. The Mamish close to the Rebbe, the closest that could be. Put a chip for him. The Rebbe came in. The Rebbe should go through a Skiyas Yamsuf. The crowd that was there to make place for the Rebbe. And the Rebbe saw him. The Rebbe said Shalom Aleichem to him. It was very besimcha. And the Rebbe then made a hadron on Bonoich. You know Bonoich? Bonoich is Rosh Tevis. Brochos, Nazir, Yuma or Yevomis, and Krisus. All those four, Rabbi Shochat helped me over here. Bonoich is. Have the same. There's more than four. No, the first one is Bracha, the second one is Nazir, and Yuma or Ivamus, and then Krisus. They have the same siyum. Tamid Chacham Mam Shom Boilam. This Bonoich. The Rebbe made the siyum. Goes through all of them. They went over the Meshabbos Bakoidish went over to him. He says, "You ready to go?" I said, "No, I'm staying." He loved it. He said, he remembers those days in Paris we used to come in with the Rebbe. Wow. He stayed. He stayed minimum another hour. And then he got up to leave. Now when he got up to leave, the Rebbe stood up. And when the Rebbe stands, everyone stands. There was thousands of people. Everyone is standing. As it says in Yisroi, Mi Rosh Elu Oimdim Kulam Amdu. Yevamis. So, and the Rebbe was talking to him. Thank us. Shalom Aleichem. Spoke to him. Didn't see each other. We have to say Shechiyot. It was something.
By the way, officially, Rabbi Telzer came down
From London.
Yeah, but he was founded by Yoshevet.
Yeah.
Well, he knew him because he was a YU boy.
Rabbi Tzvi tells me.
So,
Yeah. He was the one that came with him?
No, he wasn't. No, he probably wasn't ready in 770, but he was there that day.
No, Rabbi tells him wasn't married then, wasn't in Australia?
No.
Not yet? Okay, say it.
What? So he said that he had to get up because he probably had to go to the bathroom. So he got up.
It's on recording.
It's a good excuse.
He says that. I heard it from Rabbi Telzer.
Aha.
He says, Posh, you have to, it's okay, he wanted, because he got up in the middle of the night. He said, Posh, he couldn't hold himself in.
Yeah, all right. Say that.
By the way, it's Nido.
I go to the bathroom.
I'm Hirshel, Nido. Not Nido.
It's neither.
Not okay, so we got to reverse. Brachos, Nida, Yevamois, and Krisus. Okay, yeah. By the way, that Hadron came out, not Muger, Lahak gave it out from one of the years for Yud Shevat, whole countries. But you should know that this Hadron went on.
No, you're right, Nazir.
Rabbi. Nazir. Okay, so Brachos, Nazir, Yevamois, Krisus. That Hadron, the Rebbe spoke about it, you know till when? For almost a whole month. Shabbos Mishpotim, Shabbos Shkolim, Mevochim HaChodesh, Ve'erev Rosh Chodesh Adar. The Rebbe spoke about this Hadron, and the Rebbe connected Brochos, Nazir, Yevamois, and Krisus to Mishpotim, Shkolim, Mevochim HaChodesh, Ve'erev Rosh Chodesh Adar. This one time, from Yud Shevat till it's almost 3 weeks. Then, by that Farbringen, there was a famous Dr. Resnick that was with the Rebbe a lot. Tov Shalom Ches. He got married that week, and the Rebbe, and he came to the Farbringen. The Rebbe said to make Sheva Brachos. By that Farbringen. Farbringen went on very late. Started 9 traffic, ended 2:30. Very, very late Farbringen. The Rebbe, the celebration of Shloshim Shana went on till Rosh Chodesh Adar. Yeah? It was Sunday, Rosh Chodesh Adar. The Rebbe said, after Mincha, I don't know if he knew before or they knew right after, that he's coming down to Farbring. Sunday, Rosh Chodesh Adar. And there was then a kvutza of Tmimim going to Australia. And the Rebbe made sure, that's why the Rebbe made it Farbring in the afternoon, because they had to go on to the airport. So the Rebbe said that they should pack everything and be ready to leave from Samsam to the airport, because he's going to Farbring in the afternoon. And we were walking in all the day, smack him into the day, Farbring. That wasn't the only time, it was Chodesh Shevat also. The Rebbe then was speaking about not to make family planning. The Rebbe said, "And es soll haben 12 Shvatim beim Tisch." The Rebbe is git pesach sedach masbir chag. Many things happened after that Farbring. Was Chodesh Shevat. You know, came to the Rebbe then. Oh, now I remember. It was months by Farbring. Forgot to say, Dr. Shusheim. Dr. Shusheim is from Tisrol. He's a big fighter against family planning. He was there. He came to the Rebbe and Yechidus. The Rebbe made it Farbring, middle of the day, Chodesh Shevat, like the Rebbe said a minor. The Rebbe spoke 6. I brought him back to the Chodesh Adar. The Rebbe said then. So first of all, the minor of Yud Shevat, which was not regular, the Rebbe should be Magia then a minor. They didn't give him the minors with Sahusa the Leila. The Rebbe was Magia the minor, Shloshim Shana. Because before then, the Rebbe was Magia only the minor of Tov Shivos Legani Tov Shiyud Aleph. You know when the Rebbe was Magia, when was the minor ready? Minor was ready for Yud Aleph Nissen. Yud Aleph Nissen, Tov Shiyud Aleph. When the Rebbe went to the oil, the Rebbe said the minor did to the Frierdiker Rebbe. You know that? Legani Tavshidal, the Rebbe said by the oil. Yeah. So, and Tavshid.
That was when? Before the next morning.
Yudaf Nissen.
Oh,
Yudaf Nissen, Tavshidal.
Wow, when he printed.
That's when they came out. That's when he came out.
Yeah.
And Tavshid Bezer was Magid the Mine and Tavshid Gim. But then it was no Tavshid test was Muga, and noch about the Muga. And the next time was Tavshid Mem. Then Shabbos the Tzave. Shabbos Mishpotim, the Rebbe said the minor is Yitnu, the Rebbe is Magid the minor. Then Sunday Yud Adar, the Rebbe made a siyum of the whole entire Yud Shevat. And listen what happened. Yes, the Rebbe said he's going to give out $3. That was not rogel then bechlal. The whole union of giving out 3 tankisten started Tov Shem Beis by the Chames Lebanon. Giving out, or the earlier the Lamets with the tankisten, and the Rebbe said he wants to give out himself, not through the tankisten. And how is he going to give it out? Not in dollars, in dimes, because each dime is 10, and 3 times 10 is 30. So the Chavod Yud Shevat Shloshim Shana is going to give out. Sorry. Not dimes, sorry. You're giving out dollars, and each dollar has 10 dimes. Each dollar has 10 dimes, so it's going to give out $3, which contains 30 dimes, which is the end of Shloshim. And Shalei Karagil, the Rebbe, first he gave out to the Shluchim that had to go to the airport, and then all the Ochim that left then to all the guests, all the Anash, and then the ladies came in the afternoon. The ladies and the girls and the pizza lach. So I remember when we were all standing there, the Rebbe was looking at us, and the Rebbe started to sing. Like you got to live now. But this change in the noons where the Rebbe gave out, and the ladies were going through, this didn't, the Rebbe did not, Shivan Ananda Seder. So we were standing on the side, but I remember once, regarding this, was Tavshin Nun Beis. The Rebbe was giving out dollars then, a lot. So there was Hirshel Shmuel Amoridi Kemaiser. So there was, it was a Gerech Chassid. I never forget this. A Gerech Chassid comes into something. You want to get a dollar. The Rebbe is giving out dollar. Want to get a dollar. And he sees the ladies are going through, and I was standing towards the door. Comes, I see he's lost. I said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Who's the Deuces guy jetzt?" The Deuces guy jetzt, because by the Chassidim they call the ladies the Deuces. So I told them, "Yeah, the Deuces guy jetzt, and noch the Deuces with the guy. You know, take it easy." But the Rebbe there was the milo from everything. It was, so this is Tovshim, and by the way, you should know that Tovshim Lamed Esrim Shono, the Rebbe also made a special Fabringen, Yud Shevat, Chov Shvat. You know Chov Shvat, the Rebbe made a special Fabringen. You know that the Rebbe said the story then. The Rebbe told the guests from Eretz Yisrael, they came with the charter plane, and they had to leave. So the Rebbe said they should all come with the buses packed because he's going to Fabringen. From there, they're going to go to the airport. So there was a sikha that the Chassidim are thinking now, soon they have to travel. So they have to go to JFK, to Kennedy Airport, and they have a flight. So the Rebbe said the story with the Frierdiker Rebbe, that Frierdiker Rebbe had to go somewhere on a train. He went into the Frierdiker Rebbe a few minutes before, and the Frierdiker Rebbe was sitting calmly and writing something, learning something, and it was 2-3 minutes before going. So it says, he told the Rebbe, he told the Frierdiker Rebbe, after the kach. So the Frierdiker Rebbe told him, you have to have, what's the Lashon? The Rebbe said, has to be a kvidus. Oh, you have to be balabos on time. You have to be balabos on time. Not the time should be balabos on you. You have to be balabos on time. And therefore, says the Rebbe, so to all the dear guests that are sitting here, forget now by of the plane, El Al, forget now about airport, Kennedy, forget now about your traveling. Now you're sitting by the seat of the Rebbe, by the Fabringen. And the Rebbe said that a Maimah by Dabel Kim Shkol Adon was Pashas Yisrael. Very special. By the way, the Rebbe is the same. The Maskirus used to go into the Rebbe a few minutes before. The Rebbe was sitting 9:30 of Fabringen. A minute before the Rebbe came. 9:30, the Rebbe was downstairs. 9:30, a minute before, it was like Balabos of Zman. L'mayla Zman or Babizman. To conclude, so before we conclude, Chaim, from all of this sitting and Fabringen and talking now that we have to take a Fabringen, a Maimer, a Sicha Fabringen, to see and to hear. Like this, we go into the mode of Yud Shevat, and we prepared for zum Reben, to you here. You have to be and give it over at home. They should see that we live with this. This is Rosh Hashanah, there is Kashrus. I come from Morocco. Morocco, there is the day. My brother, Rabbi Raskin from Kotlut, speaks a lot about this. In Morocco, there is the day that the king became the king. They celebrate. Shomei Ferier, as they say in French. There's no working. They pay you. It's a special day, and they put flags and they put lights. Rosh Hashanah, there is Kashrus. This is the day that the Rebbe became a Rebbe. This is a special day. We have to be Yud Shevat. We have to be miskoyin, and how through the Maimorim, through the Sichas. So I want to conclude.
What is it? Yud Shevat?
No, before that. That's going to be the last. I want to conclude with something that is not so simple to digest, but Ma'aser Shoel Kachoyer. Tavshim Memches was the last time the Rebbe said Bosel Legan. Yud Shevat was Friday, and Shabbos was the last time the Rebbe Maim Bosel Legani was, and the Rebbe was Magir at Maim, the Shaito. And there was Ois Chai. Now towards the end of the Maimer, the Rebbe was saying in Yonim, which he never said before. The Rebbe said that we are in Doir HaShvi from the Alter Rebbe. We are in the Doir HaTshi'i from the Baal Shem Tov. And our Doir, the Doir Achen, becomes the Doir HaGeula. Now, this Maimer, when we went into the Rebbe wrote B'Ksaviyat Kotshoi, Doir HaSiri, She'el Hoylech Likas Mashiach Tzidkeinu. This is the last Maimer the Rebbe said. Memtes Nun Alf Nun Beis, the Rebbe was Magir my Morim, and Ois Yutes, Ois Chof, is Alf, is Beis from the previous years. That was the last time the Rebbe said the Maimer. What's that? So this takes me.
It's the first time he said such a thing?
Wrote Saviyat Kotcher. Wrote Saviyat Kotcher.
He didn't say it.
No. And this came when into the mind. Ois Yutes. There's a ganze Meise with them. So this takes me to Shabbos Nosoi, the base 17 Nosoi, the second Fabringen, the Bisvadus bis Oimis. The Rebbe is said to sing all the Nigunim of the Rabbein from the Baal Shem Tov to him. 9, yeah. Then the Rebbe said, so singen them 10 Nigen. With them 10 Nigen, with the game of Kabbalah, something was shit to game. Not mistaking, the 10th Nigen was Niet Nikavor. Almost sure. And you look at the Svadus, Shabbos Nosoi, the Svadus, in the Oris, Imam Stutzer Dalton with the 10th Nigen, Stutzer Dalton. So it could be this is the Indian. Before I go to Chamish Yosef Shvat, Tovshin Memzayin, I was many years later. No, that I want to say a story to Rebel Motschkin, das ist gesund stark. Der Rosh Hashluchim from Montreal, which this week is his birthday, the Oidech Yom and Shanim Teitz. So, Tovshim Memtes, we were Bochnes and Send, the Rebbe was at home. It was Shnas Ha'aboim, because Tovshim Nun, the Rebbe turned 40 years of Nisius. The Rebbe gave out Tanya then, yeah? All night, the Rebbe giving out a Tanya. The Rebbe went to the stand there on Sunday night. He Ba'aboim Shana for a few minutes. And the Rebbe Memtes was Shnas Ha'aboim, 39 years. Tovshim was Aboim Shana. The Rebbe went to the stand there. He Ba'aboim Shana. The Rebbe said, this door is connected with the, like the Rebbe says in the minor of Yud Shevat, Shvi'i la Rishon, Rishon la Shvi. So the Rebbe gave out a Tanya. The Rebbe did the Hafnisim Tovshim and Beis. And the Rebbe did later, Kislev Tovshim and Aleph. The Rebbe gave out, and Yud Hafnisim and Dalet, but the Rebbe gave out a Tanya. Shoyes al Gabi Shoyes. The famous green Tanya, yeah? But Tovshim Memtes, remember standing outside of the Rebbe's house. The Rebbe was at home then. There was no minor. And we were standing together, Bachim and Baradas. Shrekemaina. Rebel Mochkin was standing, and he told us, he says, you walk, now you wake up. You were your whole year. The Rebbe don't say my mother. The Rebbe doesn't say my mom for months. After the status of the Rebbe, was a few times the Rebbe said my mother. It was the last time, it was Shabbos Breishis, Tov, Shin, and Vov. And then was my mom came Sicher, it was the Pashas of Svorim, that's what you explained. Maybe that was the reason that the Rebbe stopped saying my mom to Nigen. But then was not too many my mom. Shabbos Chukas Bolok, Yubestamus, the Rebbe said, no, it was Yubestamus, the Rebbe said, I showed my Bolok, Hayom Yoidos. The next time was Shabbos Re'eh. And then next time was Shabbos for Rosh Hashanah, also a very special minor. Had the Yidden are very connected to the Eibishtes. They add Atem Nitzovim, Rosh Hashanah, and Hecher and Hecher, very special minor. The Rebbe takes us to Hecher and Hecher. Then Rosh Hashanah was a minor, Shabbos Shuvah, that's it. There was no minor then. Till the famous Matzah Zu, Lelev Chag HaPesach and Hechrim, and Onoiche Avayle Kecha. Shavuos. And then Vayucha Yisova Shabbos Mvoch Machodesh Kisuf Tinos and the Rebbe's Magia. All those Maimorim that the Rebbe surprised. There was a Maimer Tenigen, the Maimer Matzozu. The Echim was Kein Sicher, Anoicha by the Kecha was Vitaninig, but the tone was Anoicha by the Kecha. We said then after the Maimer Anoicha by the Kecha that the next time the Rebbe is going to say Anoicha Amalach HaMashiach. Sit men gerät ja. Aber Choloif and Achsen Yonetnu, so Rebbe Motzkin told us what he do something. So then was a big student. He was a big student for 3 months. The whole Shvat, 2 months actually, 2 months. No, 3 months was a Hebrew for 3 months to learn my Morim Baal Peh. I was involved then with another Bocher, Yuma Shliach in Benny Zippel in Utah. We were involved, sending to yeshivas and became anash. We should learn my Morim inside and Baal Peh. And we are asking that the Rebbe soll sagen a Maimon. Rebbe once, and we used to get answers. Once Rabbi Yomin Klein called me and he says, "What's going on?" So I said, we're asking the Rebbe to say a Maimon. So I don't know if he meant it or he didn't mean it. I don't know with Rabbi Klein, didn't know because he was one of those maskirim that you know when maskirs went into work in maskiros, he was told by Rabbi Chadukov, you're not allowed to share anything. And not only not allowed to share, you're not allowed to show that you know anything. That is a real Baal Soid. A real Baal Soid is not only that he knows and he keeps it, but he tells us, but I can't tell you. But he doesn't tell you that he knows the secret. Rabbi Klein was like this. So once he called me up and he says, Hirshel Raskin, he said, "Noch sein my mother." I don't know what he meant it. And Leil Erev Chag HaPesach, the Rebbe was in his room. It was after the oil, after selling the chometz between Mincha and Maidiv. Leil Erev Chag HaPesach. And the Rebbe wrote then the Mivrak, the telegram for Pesach. And there was a lot of Heshafas. He said he used to give in the same Mivrak of the same Kvis for previous years. Rabbi Groner used to give, and the Rebbe used to add. The Rebbe added a lot. I remember Rabbi Groner came out of the Rebbe's room and he said, "I don't know what's going on. Es geht sein Gilui im Heim Banacht." The Rebbe is in a very special mood. Something is going on. And then the Rebbe comes downstairs for Ma'ariv. And after Ma'ariv, said, "If people in the stender, maybe it's going to be a sicher." The Rebbe goes to the stender. The Rebbe had already the tichel. And the Rebbe holding the siddur over the tichel. No one realized that. And the Rebbe says, "Zok dem nigen." Say the nigen. We forgot. This is the last time the Rebbe said, "I'm with the nigen." Shabbos Bereshit stop Shem above. What nigen? Zok dem nigen. Rabbi Groner chapt sich the mine. So right with the mine nigen. And the Rebbe said, "Matzozu." After that, the next godel was that it was Matzozu. And the Rebbe was Magia the mine. The next godel was that it was the night of Dikas Chometz. Otherwise, what gewesen verbringen so Rikudim Adoy Aboyker. You couldn't. The Rebbe was dancing afterwards. Was Dikas Chometz. You couldn't. And then when Achish Pesach, the Rebbe said, "The Hagos from the Rebbe and the Hechim." The Rebbe wrote the Rabbi's name, and the next time was a man on Ichabal. I mentioned Rabbi Motzkin. I want to share with you another story before I go, and before I go to Shabbos.
What was the last Maimon? What was the last Maimon?
That the Rebbe said, or the Rebbe's Magia? The last Maimon, Bichlal. Shabbos Chayisora, Kinus Hashluchim Tinosa. Yeah, Tavshin Anav. Vayir Chayisora. Yeah. Kein Sicher, yeah. Kein Sicher.
From then on, was only Kein Sichers?
No, there was no Maimon.
There was no Maimon. From Anoichi Avaya Lekecha. Yeah.
That was the last one.
But you said already the Vav was ready to stop.
The Tat Nigger. Tat the Nigger. Was my Morim, the Tat Nigger. So you should know the Tovshin Nun Beis Chamish Osa B'Shvat was Monday. So Shabbos, before that, the Rebbe spoke already about Chamish Osa B'Shvat. And Sunday morning was a Sicha after davening before Chalukas Dolarim. Sunday night and Monday night, and the Manichim wanted, in Yonim Chamish Osa B'Shvat, they wanted to, maybe it's a minor. So they were prepared, they wanted, so they wrote in one of their others, that Maimon Diba Maschil, Abor Shonim or something with Chamisha also Bishvat. Circle, and he took it out. There's many upon him. Before I got, so I was once when I came to Montreal. It's one of the close to 30 years ago. I don't know why we didn't go with the Bach. There was, I remember him involved in time. I had the schools. Rabbi Motzkin came with me in the car. We drove out Yud Shevat, and it became night. And I'm driving, and I see Rabbi Motzkin putting on his gartel. You know, those days there was no MP3s and no all the electronic. You know what was in the car? Tape recorder. And she said, what's going on over here? Rabbi Motzkin's putting the gartel. Then he takes out the tape. Hirshel Raskin. So jetzt Yud Shevat. And he was sitting, and that gave me, that was by me. Yud Shevat comes. Fine. Conclude, Reb Shmuel, to conclude with Shabbos B'Shalach, Chamisha also B'Shvat, Tov Shemem Zayin. As we mentioned before the end of Pages, yeah? So then, there was a third year of the Sima Rambam. First Sima Rambam was Yudalef Nisan Tov Shemem Hei. Second Sima Rambam was Shabbos V'Vochim Adar Sheni Tov Shemem Vov. And the third Sima Rambam was Yud Shevat Tov Shemem Zayin. All Mem Zayin. Yeah. All those Hadronim Amugeh, by the way, Tife Hadronim, the one of Tov Shemem Vov, heavy Hadronim. With the Secha Amonos Alakus. That's Tutzach Dort and Goyse in Yonah. Kapanim, unfortunately, that it says in Tanya Perik Vov, Hin Izelu Mazel Solikim. When there is Kedusha, so it's Klippa again. So there was those from Bnei Brak, not to mention who and how, but you can imagine who they are. They went against Rambam and Rambam. They were very upset, by the way, you should know, that the Misnagdim, Rabbi Groner said it, the Misnagdim, they once one of the hateful Misnagdim called Rabbi Groner and told him, you know, the Rebbe is this, the Rebbe is that, but the Rambam, the Rebbe take away the Rambam from us. Take away the Rambam from us. The Rambam was theirs, you know, the Rebbe go. But what did they do? They took the Rambam only for the Besechtes that they're learning. Sefer Noshim from Masechta Gittin or Yevamas, those are learning Yevamas, or Kedusha, Sefer Nizikin for the Babas. They did not learn Sefer Hamada. They did not learn Sefer Shoiftim. So no, the Rambam Frankel came out with the Sefer Hamada, Sefer Shoiftim, after the Rebbe came out with his Takon. Written the recording, the Mune Baraye, das Kitzi. Say this, Vamuda Chochmes, Rosh Tevis Avaye, to wissen, that is the only one here. V'chol anitzom shebenem, Meshomayim lenim shel marmitas imotzoi. Who is he? Is the Eibishter. The Meine Bosel Gan Tov Shidalo. That could be someone should say that mitziusoi na'atzmusoi. That could be. Akaponim. So there was the Misnagdim. Kitzi. So Shabbos B'Shalach, Chamisha also B'Shvat. The Rebbe spoke about it. The Rebbe put on the table, the Rebbe said, not to be nispor. The Rebbe said, Muire de kever to them. The Rebbe said, Chabad is betoich ha'onon. The Shalach talks about the onon, yeah? That the onon was protecting the Eden. Chabad is betoich ha'onon. Sitzt und lernt Chassidus. David. Lernt Nigle. Geht es Mifzoim. Das ist was man sich von euch. And not to be nispol from them. And the Rebbe repeated it again. Chabad is betoich ha'onon. And then the Rebbe said very powerful words. The Rabbeim kuken auf euch. The Rabbeim are looking over you. The Rabbeim schützen euch. The Rabbeim are protecting you. And the Rabbeim batediken euch. They're overlooking you. You have nothing what to be worried. You're in good hands. You never heard those words from the Rebbe? Not before, not after we felt like Bonim Atom Lavai. The Rebbe is talking to us like a father to his kids. It was, whoa. I don't know why details of that sikha is me. Then what happened afterwards? The Rebbe did something which he never did before and never did after. On the table there was pavers. There was a bunch of grapes. The Rebbe took a cluster of grapes and the Rebbe threw to his right. The Rebbe took another cluster of grapes and the Rebbe threw to his left. The Rebbe took a cluster of grapes, took to his back, and another one to the front. I was standing in the front. I got a grape. And let me tell you something.
It's on your freezer.
I ate it right away. No one was ready for that. Because if they were ready, there would be who knows what. No one was ready. This is not Chabad, it's Hanhoga. It's not the Rebbe. This is by the Polish Shabbos. By the Polish Mevaft. You throw the tapuch. I'm not making fun of that. It's happening. Everyone was stoned on the places.
So you got
That was a chelik of that sikha. The Rebbe showing it as an avo, the Rebbe to the us, and back, and the Rebbe gevoffen anovim.
You said no base?
No, Shabbos b'shalach hamisha so b'shvat tov shin mem zayin. The Eibshter will helfen, like we said in today's chitas. Ubnei Yisrael yoitzim b'yod Rama. And the Targum says Bereish Gli. The Rebbe speaks in the Fabrengen Yud Shevat of Yud Beis. Bereish is it goes on the Rebbe Rashab and the Frierdiker Rebbe, yeah. Rabbi Yitzchok be Reb Sholem, yeah. The Rebbe says Sicha, we're going to get Sicha, Kut Sichas, Chelek Aleph, yeah. And Gli is the Voyom Fusemes. So Acha Sha'alti, one thing we all waiting for that moment. And as we learned in the Pasha last week at Mosai, enough, 33 years from Tov Shin Nun Beis, 30 and a half years from Tov Shin Nun Daled, and we should all be ready, as the Rebbe says, mit der Isva'aduyos, mit der Maimorim, mit der Sichas Kodesh, mit der Igros Kodesh, us with our families, and we'll be ready to hear a new Maimor Bosel Legani from the Rebbe, Vigula Amitis V'Ashleimo Malkein B'Lishenu Omen Kenerotzim.
Amen.
Yasher Koyach.
Shkoyach.
Time is it? Okay, it's 12 o'clock. All right.